Hello friends, this is Sherry from Turquoise Dreaming. How's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel and thank you for joining me. I'm here with the kind of second video on these quilt squares. And in the first one, that was this quilt squares where the circle piece, the focal point here, had all of its pieces, right? So these are the tattered quilt squares. And so some of these may have pieces missing, but they are still great for crafting. I used one of these myself already to cut out little, I took, the top, see there's 3 layers, and I took that apart and I used the top layer here for cutting out little pieced quilt hearts, quilted hearts, but it was just the top layer, not all 3. And you could cut out all 3 if you wanted to, but I don't think I did that on mine. It was just that I have some right here in my little basket getting ready for my journals. But well, I cut out all of these out of the quilt squares and saved a little circle in the middle here. That was the circle in the middle. This one had a blue circle, but I cut out all of these from. See, and they come out really cool because they're pieced. You get all the little pieces, and so I cut out a lot this size, and then first of all I went around this circle and cut out as many as I could this size, so I have a bunch of those. I didn't even plan on showing you this part of what I was doing, but I just thought of it right now. It's so fun, and you get these pretty little heart squares, so I have a bunch of those. That my point is, here's one I cut out with pinking shears just to see what that looked like. The rest I cut out with just, regular scissors. My fabric scissors. These are a little smaller. I was just kind of cutting. Oh, here's the right side. That was the back side. Let's see, that's the back side too. So, yeah, I was just cutting to get the biggest piece with 2 or 3 pieces with a heart shape. So I did that. I got all the bigger pieces that I could. And then I cut out the rest. I just took the rest, whatever was left, and everywhere I could get in a little heart. I cut out all these little hearts. So I figured maybe later on I might sew them together with my sewing machine. Like you could do a little layering thing. Like there's one. Oh, that has the same fabric. So let me do a different fabric. Like say all the different fabrics look so cute together. See that? And then let's see, do I have any even smaller one? This one's a little smaller, but not much, but it is a little smaller. Anyway, you can make all different size hearts and layer them up and just have all kind of fun with them. That's what I've been doing. So I did that with one. I used up one whole piece. I have the scraps right here from the outside still that I can do something with. So I am using every piece of the one that I used. And I don't know if all of these will end up in my shop, but I might save a couple more because this is all that I have from this quilt now. All that I have left. So I might save a couple of these for me. But anyway, I wanted to share and let you know there are going to be some of these in my shop. And the other ones, I think the ones that have all the pieces are $12 each. And these, I thought maybe $8 each. I don't know. Whatever. They're I think that's a good price. So anyway, oh, here's one of my little hearts. So let's just flip through and I'll show you why these are less. And you can see the tattered part of it, so you can see, like, if you do want one, you can see what you're getting in this video. So like this one, let me go through it with you. See, this is kind of shredded here. That's coming apart, and this is coming apart right here. Fabric's kind of coming apart right there, and it's coming apart right there. So that's what I'm talking about when I say these pieces are the tattered pieces. It was all from that same quilt, but this is why no one wanted it, because it had all of this tattered pieces on it. But look at all the goodness you still have left to work with, and you can even still work with those tattered pieces. You can sew them back together or cut pieces out of there. Here's the back of this one. Pretty much has almost a solid sheet here, and they all have their batting. This one has white batting. The lady, whoever originally made this, pieced her batting together. I've been looking at them with you and myself, and she had sewed pieces of batting together to get her batting that she needed for the quilt squares. And then here's this is the edge piece, so it has a little, you know, like a fold right here, folded edging. But yeah, that's one. So let's flip through and see what we have here. And I'm going to try to show you all the little tattered bits, like this one. See this right here? This piece is pretty much shredded, and that's the batting right there. So that's that. And then you see here's a piece missing. And that's pretty much it, really. I mean, the rest of this is good to cut out and do. And maybe if you would have trouble, you know, one of the other ones that are together, maybe you might have trouble cutting that one up. So if you want to try one of these, you might not feel so bad cutting it up, since it's already kind of, you know, like that piece is tattered and that other piece is tattered. But you still have all these pretty colors. The fabric around the outside on this one is there, all there. And then you have these pieces on the back, and you have your batting. This one has the gray batting. So, yep, that's another one. So let's see what this one's got going on. Why did I put this one in the tattered pile? I don't even see any tattering on this pile. Isn't that weird? Maybe it belongs in the other pile. This one seems like it's together. Maybe I'll move this one over to the others that are not tattered, because there's a little sewing right there, but I can't see why I put it in this pile. Maybe it was a mistake. I don't know. Let's see. Let's look at this right here. I mean, it is together, so technically this belongs in the other pile of non-tattered. Well, here, maybe this is why I put it here. See, this is coming apart right there, but the piece is there, so that's the other one. The other listing is like all the pieces are there, even if they're coming apart a little bit. So I might move this to the other one if I don't find anything that's really super tattered on here, which I don't see right now. And then here's the piece on this one that has a whole piece of that kind of gingham or checked fabric. So yeah, that one, I don't know why I put it in and tattered. Might have been a mistake, because I was sitting on the couch one night cutting these apart when I was watching TV. But I put it in the wrong pile. Anyway, this one is more apparent. There's a piece missing right here, and this is coming off, but I really don't, I'm not really counting the you know, these outside pieces as part of the really design, because they're there, but I'm really focusing on this center piece here. So that's why the other ones were all the center pieces were there. So this one's missing a piece there, missing a piece right here, and this piece is coming apart right here. So that's definitely in the tattered pile, but you still have lots to work with, all of these pretty pieces together, and whatever is left from the outside, which most of it's there, except for this piece is coming apart right here. And then here's the back, another big piece of that gingham. And if you didn't see the first video, I mentioned most of the center pieces have little straight stitches, or like running stitches through it. So this one has red running through, and most of them have a little running stitch around the outside here, which I think is really neat. That has the red too, and sometimes she changed colors, and sometimes she didn't do them. So like this one doesn't, this doesn't have it here, but the rest of them do have all the red. So that's another tattered piece. Let's see now. Why is this one in the tattered pile? All the pieces are there, except that it is, I can see maybe I put it in this pile because this is coming apart here. See that? This is coming apart right here. That's probably why I put it here. It's coming apart there and there, but all the pieces in there are there. So maybe it was just coming apart too much for me. This one too. So I guess that's why I put it in the tattered pile. So I'll keep it here, but it does have all the pieces, all the pretty pieces. And it has a running stitch here, green and white. That's the first one I've seen that's mixed. Or that might be tan or beige or something right there. And then the running stitch, and then she's got blue. Looks like a blue running stitch around the outside there, but you can see the pretty outside pieces. And here's the back of this one. Some of them she did piece together on the back. So you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 different fabrics on the back, and it has the gray batting. So that was an interesting one, right? And then let's see this one. Here's the tattered part on this one. See, this piece is all kind of shredded there. And I know there's a word for that. I just can't even think of it right now, where the fabric is just, you know, so old that it's coming apart like that. And then here's this. The rest of the pieces look like they're all there. So that one piece made me put it in the tattered pile, and then got all your pretty pinks on the outside of this one. This one has kind of a beige running stitch here in the middle and on the outside too. Trying to see if it changes colors. It looks like it's pink here. Pink here. Maybe it's pink all the way around. This one, yeah, I think it's either pink or white. I think it's pink. But anyway, that's that front, and here's the back of this one. So what I do is just pick out one from what I have left in stock for if you were to order one of these. Here's a piece of fabric that fell off somewhere. But yeah, if you were to order one, I just kind of pick it out from what I have. Unless you can kind of describe to me, if you see this video and you try to describe one to me that you see that you like, I can try to find it and make sure that's the one. But this looks pretty here, all these colors. Why did I put this in the tattered pile? Maybe because of this right here. It's coming apart right there. It's not missing any pieces on this one. So this is a good one. It's just coming apart right there. It really should be in the non-tattered pile, but I might keep it here because of that. And, oh, here we go. Here's a little bit of tattering right here. See, there's a bit, not a big hole, but a little hole right there. That's why it's in this pile. Okay, and then here's the back of this one. They all pretty much have that gray batting, except for a couple pieces had some white or mixed white and gray. So here's another one. Where's the tattering? I don't see it. This might have to go in the other pile. I don't see anything wrong with this one. It looks like it's all together, not missing any pieces. So this is going to go in the other pile. So I have 2 more for that listing that I didn't realize. I think I have 10 in there. So that'll be, if I add these 2, it'll be 12. So, but this is a nice one. You can see the outside pieces. It's got like a light blue running stitch, and then the light blues on the outside too. And here's the back all together. So, I guess I wasn't, you know, I was watching TV, like I said, when I cut these out. So I was like, probably not totally paying attention because I was watching TV. Okay, so this is in the tattered pile. Now I know I have one in the tattered pile that is, you know, the listing that is missing a piece up here. And like when I showed it, I said, you know, I'm not focusing on these pieces. I'm focusing on this piece right here, the center Dresden plate design. And this one has all of its pieces. Okay, wait a minute. Here's some tattering here. That's why I probably put it in here. See, there's some holes right there. And this, when I brought this home, I did wash this quilt, just in case you're curious. I brought it home and washed it. So, I mean, I think the things are clean at my thrift store, but I always like the linens. I always bring them home and wash them anyway, even if they, you know, they look clean, they smell clean, but I still just feel better about, you know, especially the ones I'm going to sell, that I know, you know, I can say, yes, they were freshly laundered when I brought them home. So, yeah, this one had, I guess these 2 pieces are missing too, so I'll keep this one in the tattered pile, but it's really got all of its pieces, except for that one had a hole in it, right? Or the couple of holes right there, that's it. But really pretty little pieces, a red running stitch it looks like, and on the outside too. Yes, and it's missing these 2 pieces, like I said too. And here's the back. So, yep, that's another one that's in the tattered, staying in the tattered pile. Okay, so this is pretty obvious here. This is missing, and this is missing or coming apart there. So, but otherwise, very pretty pieces. Oh, here's this one's got, you know, shredding going on too. So, but lots you can still cut out. You've got your 4 outer pieces there on this one, and there's the back of that one. This is a side piece too with the, you know, like the blanket trim or whatever, the little folded outside trim. So that's another one. And then this is the last one. Really beautiful little fabrics here, but here's a little hole here and a little hole right there, little hole right there. This one's starting to shred right there, but so many little hearts or whatever you want to cut out of these circles or whatever you would, pockets for journals, whatever you want to cut out of here, flip ups and things like that. You could definitely cut out of here. And here's your outside. See, the outside piece here is shredded. And this was shredded. So you picture this all together in a bit, you know, on a shelf or whatever at the thrift store, and somebody looks at it and be like, oh, what am I going to do with that? You know, nobody wanted it. So, but when I saw it, I was like, oh my goodness, look at how pretty these fabrics are all together. I thought it was so pretty. And then here's the back of this one. So anyway, yeah, those would be $8 each. And yeah. That's it. So thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed my little, that's the end of that quilt. I do have another one to show you. So that one will come later whenever I have time. But thanks for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed. And I'll see you next time. Happy crafting and have a great day.